All right, and welcome in. This is the TCAN Gold Club podcast, episode 4 for week 12. This week we've got a very special guest, the current reigning champion, Brian Callahan, along with Justin Floody, our regular number 2. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just excited to be here, to be invited, to be part of the group, right? And that's before a lot of other people are. So thanks for the invite. I also didn't know I was supposed to prepare any material. So
thanks for watching the other ones. Clearly you don't know what 2 puds and a stud is, but we'll walk you through it. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. When Bama came on, he brought Commissioner's Corner. Oh, you're a reigning champ. What are you going to bring to top Commissioner's Corner?
The champ's
cock, and then he just flashed us.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Got a VOD side?
I'll think you. Tequila sod.
A what?
A tequila soda with lime.
He said a tequila shot. You're just sipping a giant tequila shot. I'm at my dad's house, so I'm just drinking Mick Ultra like an old man.
This is the paper plane from John Verne's bachelor or groomsman gift box. I finally opened it.
There you go.
Make your own drink.
I got it now. Not to interrupt, but it's going to be the Champions Cathedral.
Would you like to elaborate?
And I have a joke to go with it.
Okay.
Have you heard of a reverse exorcism?
Baptism?
An innerism?
Exorcism, a reverse exorcism.
An inherism?
It's when the devil asks the priest to get out of the child.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mildly.
Snaps.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I hope the rest of your content is better than that one.
I thought that was solid.
All right. Traditionally, what we do around here, we play a game called 2 studs and a pud. I got it right that time for the first time ever. Basically, it could be anything. It's really blurred lines. Thanks, Justin, for setting it up that way. But originally, it was like a guy in the league or a fantasy player or a matchup, whatever. But you can expand it as broad or as narrow as you want to be in your stud or pud category. Justin, you want to go first and show them how?
Yeah. I didn't come up with a pud this week because everybody's a fantastic human being and it's hate week and our only pud should be everybody at Georgia. But my stud number 1 is our favorite current second place fantasy team member, Mr. Taylor Stout. And that's because he's going to have a baby. They're planning on going into labor this weekend. Planning
that?
Well, you get induced, So yeah, so they're scheduled. They're gonna have a baby. Baby watch 2023. So pick everybody that's on Taylor's team because they're gonna be pumped to have their kid. So
only if you have the kid first, right? You got to get the baby bump.
The baby bump. That's what I was trying to think of the phrase, and I couldn't think of it. The baby bump. Supposed to come out Saturday, so we'll see.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good job, Taylor. Congrats on the sex.
Yeah, 10 months ago. It's been a while, but yeah. So that's stud number 1.
Okay.
Stud number 2 is Mr. Brent Key, bringing us bowl eligible with a winning record over 500, first time since Paul Johnson, and maybe in one of the most important years to start off what some are calling the bet of the decade. So,
do we know where we're at, you guys? Does either know the number we're at?
You're 1.
No, like total wins. Like how many more do we have left? What's the magic number?
No idea.
I don't know. It was like a 57 or 58% winning. So like if we're 50-50 this year, he needs to get like 3 wins above 50 next year. So I think it averages like, I don't know, what was that, like 7.5 or something like that?
Okay. Yeah, this is a big step this year. There's a big step in Justin's life for.
I have no idea how we scraped out so many wins, but we did here.
6, baby. 6. And well, we're gonna lose this weekend, so it'll be 6-6. But then bowl game could be 7-6 at the end of the year. Could be big. So that's my stud, number 1 stud right there. And I don't have any puds. We're all good guys this week.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Ryan, have you thought up 3 people while he did that, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I did. So I made it a little more football related because that's what I was thinking about. But Floody hit me with the off the field guys. San Francisco, they have so many like actual weapons, and so my half stud goes to Andy because he has like 2 of the 4 weapons.
Half stud.
So Andy's a half stud because Ayuk and McCaffrey just crushing it out there, you know.
My third? Oh no, he's in the Bandy Bowl. I think he's in pole position for the Bandy Bowl.
Where else would he be?
Yeah, exactly. Right. He is what we thought he was. Yep. Right. What's the phrase? My other pud or stud. It's a 2-parter. It's both a pud and a stud. Is
not
Tyreek
confused
Hill
with a 2-part pud?
It's a 2-part pud stud. My first part is Tyreek Hill. The guy is nuts. Like just watching him, he's like men among children, and so that leads directly to my pud, which
got it right.
Got to be Herman Riles.
Oh,
like the guy can't score more than like 80. Like if he tried. Like what if? Yeah, I realized you did a lot at the beginning of the season, but what have you done for me lately? You know, it's embarrassing. You lost to the last guy in the league. Just absolute shit show. And the stud, I think this is my third one, but me, I have to say, I shot a 77 in golf. Just absolutely crazy, right? And then I texted Herman. I was like, hey, it doesn't matter who wins this game because I don't care anymore because I'm having such a good day.
I don't think you said that.
And then Herman scores a 77. I mean, 7's my fucking lucky number here.
Talk about fate.
He comes early, but the guy can't finish, you know? So that is my
it's an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah. He goes fast at the beginning, but slows down and can't finish. I don't know. Okay, that metaphor / analogy wasn't great.
What's the NASCAR saying? Drive fast, eat ass. That's Herman right there.
Yeah, but think about it. We had I had Mayfield Evans against his Allen Diggs, and my Mayfield Evans only lost by like 1 or 2 points. Like
did you see the touchdown? The fucking 11-point play for you is a little half yard.
It was a 1 yard. Yeah, Evans was 1 yard for 1 touchdown.
Yep.
And I was like, nice. So, anyways, my 2 guys, which are middle of the tier, barely were outscored by year 2 guys, which are super top tier, but not anymore. Anyways, that's my. I think I had 2.5 puds and 1 stud.
Yeah. Is that it? You let me off easy. I thought you were just gonna give it to me for ruining. I can't set the record anymore, right?
No. So I was really nervous because of the beginning of the season that Herman was gonna set the beat or tie my record for just the 1-win season. Or the 1 loss season.
Well, don't worry. He bragged about it on a podcast. You just didn't listen.
So glad that it was me that did it. Yeah, that's that Dallas D for you. You got D, kicker's dicker, so you got dicked in the D, right there.
Double D, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, there is my summary of the absolute stomp. That was Brian and Herman.
Yeah, you're on a little bit of a tear right now.
Yeah, I don't have much of a rebuttal, and I'll save the PUD. Spoiler, it's also me, but not for reasons you think. I'm down bad right now. But let's give the league some shine. Stud number 1, it's rivalry week. No one has mentioned it. We've kind of just let it slip through the cracks. It's here, guys. Like I used to love this week. I used to have to wager 20 pounds of game meat. I don't know if y'all know what that means. Like you saw the picture of Nathan's truck where he slaughtered a whole family of deer. Like it's a big deal for us. So it's here. I'm excited. I've got this new trophy I'm working on. It's going to have an antler on it. I'm really excited for our wager. What do you guys wager in your rivals?
So Sam texted me about that earlier today. And I was so down after this past week that I was like, absolutely nothing. We're not putting shit on the line.
How rivalry works?
Because I can't put up more than 40 points in a week. Why would I throw out there? I got to get odds. I'll text him back. Maybe he'll give me some odds because it's looking bad. It's looking bad right now.
Well,
are you going to expect him to give you odds like next year? Like, that's just not how these things work.
It's a static thing. It needs to be a thing every season that is the same every year. There's no picking something that week. What are we doing?
I can't reach it right now.
So
the trophy.
Andy don't, because it took me so long to write that memo. That was just so painful. It was so painful, guys. Like that legitimately took me like 20 plus hours to do. So we need to get back into it, but like we gotta lower the stakes a little bit. We did Buffalo Trace, but that's just like has nothing to do with the lawyer. So
basic,
I don't know. We'll have to think about it. We were thinking like get a gavel and a gown and a wig, and then do the rules at the draft and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool.
You preside over the rules debates or something.
Yeah, loser every year. That's their job. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
But so I'll have to start it back up. I'll text it. Andy, look out for the text.
Yeah, all right. Y'all are both on blast, and this includes Sam and Andy. Like, step it up. Come on. The old guys rivalry is great. I think Bama and T-Stout are just like you guys, just bums. They always joke about a sandwich or something. Like, come on, get a real thing going back and forth.
Well, T-Stout's a little busy this week. Oh, it should have been naming rights to the kid. Oh, that would have been incredible.
And then Taylor could have had Bama's naming rights a couple years ago. They should have been doing this for a while now.
I know. We could have had 4 kids running around with weird names.
Names or God names. They can at least get something going. I don't know. But yeah, everybody else, step it up.
Yeah, I know we're disappointing you, Herman, but me and Andy will do something.
All right.
I'll text Sam, but we'll get something on the line.
Number 2 is my guy, Nasty Nate. We haven't really talked about him a lot on the pod, but it's all coming up, Nasty Nate. Shout out Brian and Callahan couples. I think everything's going well from what I've heard. So Nathan's on the come up. I've kind of forgiven him for his sins last fall or winter, whenever he was in the playoffs and did the thing that we must not talk about. But I'm excited to have rivalry week back and be back competing, because we're pretty even now. Like Brian said, my team sucks all of a sudden, so should be a fun week. I'm excited to chop it up with that guy. We'll probably have him on next week to do a little recap. Brian, from your perspective, how's the relationship going?
This is it's going good.
That's the most brother-in-law not going to talk about it thing I've ever heard.
Nathan is now part of like family moments for me, which is just a wild fucking ride. Who would have thought that, right? Like, because Kevin and Taylor got engaged. Shout out to Kevin and Taylor that aren't going to listen to this podcast, but shout out to them. But Herman was there when Nathan was there when I found out. So Nathan is there for and might be there for core memories of me, which is just
might be there.
Who would have fucking thought? Can I curse on this? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, go off.
On YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, who would have thought? But yeah, so fun stuff. But it's going good.
Justin, do you have a take on the Nathan Katie?
Not on the Nathan Katie, but Herman Nathan was my favorite matchup of the week, mostly because of the stakes that are already at play. But then I was going to chime in the same thing and say we really haven't heard much from Nathan this year at all. He's been
kind of busy. Seems
weirdly quiet. I don't know what's going on over there. He seems to have other commitments. But
all right, I'll try and poke him, stir him up this week.
It wouldn't be nice. I guess he's not going to be at the game on Saturday. I don't know.
Yeah. So Brian stole my pud, but it is me. I'm all of a sudden without Mark Andrew.
Double putt. Double putts work. Just like double tobacco out there.
So you can't double putt a triple putt. You can't double putt a triple putt.
So there's within the league, Brian kind of covered it. I'm down bad. But today I went to play golf with my dad and my brothers. The 4 of us haven't played together since we were little kids, right? We were all looking forward to it. It's exciting. And I don't know how to say this. I shit myself.
What?
It was so bad.
Like full on?
Yeah. It was. How much detail do you want me to go into?
Yeah, all of it.
Yes, don't hold back.
It was like a baby. It was all the way up my back.
It was a blowout.
How did it go up your back? Like, were you upside down? Were you doing cartwheel?
I think it was Antico. It was Antico and Tucker. I don't know. I ate the Diavola at the time. I was like,
at a restaurant?
No, that was last night. And then this morning we get up, I eat breakfast, whatever, and we're out on like the third or fourth. I think it was the third hole. I was like, I got shit, but I'll be fine. You know, whatever. You feel it. You're like on the golf course, like, all right, I'll just make it to the turn. And then by the fifth hole, I was like, this is bad. This is happening. And I like had to we were on the green. I like waddled to the cart, and it was like starting to squirt out a little bit, but it was nothing you couldn't salvage. You know, you just wipe it out just a little bit, whatever. You know. And my dad's like, there's a bathroom on the sixth hole. I was like, great. I'll just go ahead. I'll meet y'all there. Jump in the cart, and I'm like prairie dogging it, like tight butthole. Get to the sixth hole. There was no bathroom. It was like a pond with like a pump house that he thought was a bathroom. So then I was like, oh my God, this is bad. Because you know when you like know that the bathroom time is going to be there, and you like mentally prepare, like, and then my body just started like letting go. I was like, oh no, no, no. Thankfully, I got to the next hole, and there was a porta potty because it was like in a neighborhood where someone was doing construction. Like, okay, cool, porta potty, great. So I park, I get to the porta potty, I start opening the door, and I get in, and the lid is like spring loaded, and it springs up. So I like put it down, and then it springs up, like, oh no. And then as I'm trying to like unbuckle, it just goes. And it was horrific. I've never had anything like that happen before. Shit everywhere. It was so bad that the lid spring loaded up, and then I splattered it all over the wall of the porta potty and ended up just sitting on the like plastic hole. And it's everywhere. And so I ended up just throwing away my shirt and my underwear, and I put my pants back on. Yeah, in the porta potty. It's that bad everywhere. And so I pull my pants up, and they're disgusting, right? And then I get back in the golf cart and try to turn around. And for whatever reason, I didn't want to back up to make the beeper go off. So I tried to swing hard and just crash into the fence. And that's right when my whole family comes over the hill. So I'm like half naked, shirtless, just crashing into a fence covered in shit. And they're like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, so I had to call. I thought Emily wasn't home anymore. Emily was at the lake, but she was going to meet her friends. So I called my mom, like, hey, I shit myself. She's like, why are you telling me? Like, tell your wife. And just handed Emily the phone. They're like, hey, I shit myself. Can you bring me clothes? So yeah, I ruined the family golf outing. We all played horribly after that. I made it back as they were making the turn. I showered in the clubhouse. Good to go. But yeah, it is the single worst golf experience I've ever had.
I can't believe you finished the round.
Yeah, went back out, played horrible. Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I don't either. I mean, I figured we could talk about it. Maybe this will be like a cathartic experience or whatever. But it was crazy. I've never experienced anything like that.
Did you make Emily take your pants home?
No, I put them in a trash bag. Actually, my mom washed them for me, which I was like, why did you touch those? The worst part, I eat turmeric every morning, and they're ruined. They're yellow. They're like stained yellow.
No.
Yeah, it's bad.
I feel like I should have more questions, but I don't know what to say.
No, it was shirt, belt, pants, everything. Just shit everywhere.
Just ruined completely.
Totally ruined, yeah. And one of them was my good alligator belt, which I still want to keep wearing.
Oh no.
I know. And it smells like shit. Like I washed it in the sink at the clubhouse and wore it the rest of the round.
The sink at the clubhouse where people wash their hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you have
Are you guys gonna be invited back? Did anybody know that this happened that worked there?
Someone drove by. And I thought it was my family, but it wasn't. I'm glad I didn't holler. But yeah, there was like a cart like crashed next to a porta potty, and you could tell something horrible had happened. But I don't think, because it was like hole 6, it's like as far away from the clubhouse as possible. I don't think anyone noticed, but who knows what it smelled like in there after it was done.
What course were you at?
Ashford Hills, somewhere out in
Ashton Hills?
Yeah.
In Covington?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I almost booked a tee time for there tomorrow. Friday.
We're playing Friday. Hopefully. We're at
the same place? You're going to go back to the scene of the crime?
Yeah. Plan ahead this time. So yeah. Really down bad. I've lost 2 in a row. No, I guess I beat Justin barely with 70.
What did you shoot?
We were doing a scramble. But it was really, really leafy. And I think I lost a ball in every hole, even if it was like in the fringe or the rough. It was just like just couldn't find it. It was wet. It was, and like with a scramble, you just don't care. Like, fuck it, I'll just go play the other ball. So it was just an absolute debacle of a day. I think my dad, because he's been golfing every day, and like getting really into it, and then he has his 3 just like scumbag sons come and like shit everywhere and like not ruin his course.
Man, what a shit show.
Literally. So yeah, as bad as you're feeling, it could be worse. You could be covered in shit, So,
well, how's your stomach? How are your bowel movements since?
Oh, it's fine. It was just bad timing, right? I just happened to get a mile from the nearest bathroom, and when nature called, I wasn't ready.
Are you now gonna put a thing of toilet paper in your golf bag going forward?
I had been thinking about it for like the 3 holes leading up to the incident. Like I could just go in these woods. There's woods everywhere.
It's experiences like that change your behavior forever. So
that's what the golf towel is for, though. It's the emergency situation.
We talked about it wasn't that bad. It was like fine. Just
sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, sounds bad.
Yeah. Thanks.
No.
I'll remember that.
Holes 1 through 4, where it was like, I can hold it. Like it's fine.
On hole 1, you should have just immediately.
It's easy to Monday morning quarterback. Yep.
Well, when you shit yourself.
It was so crazy. I've never seen so much shit out of the toilet.
Well, I'm glad you're gonna put this on YouTube for everyone to listen to your shit story.
Oh man.
Yeah. Didn't think about that part. Maybe
No, you can't edit that out. Oh man. Well, damn.
Well, that's a good one to end it on.
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about anything else, fantasy.
I kind of buried the lead. It's Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys. Thanks for hopping on. I hope y'all are all having a wonderful time. I hope you win all your matches this week. Now that I don't have to play you guys anymore. I hope you win rivalry week. I have a hard time saying that word. Rivalry week. Even though you don't have anything to play for. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm thankful for you guys. Good luck this week.
Thanks, Herman. Appreciate your vote of confidence.
See ya.